In the Cage MMA, T-Mac here, joined by the James Krause. James, how you doing, man?
Good, buddy. How about you?
Doing well, man. So we got a fight coming up. We just announced yesterday. Who will you be fighting and where it'll be at?
I'm fighting a UFC vet, Chad Reiner. It's in Kearney, Nebraska. It's a college town. It's December 16th for a new place, a new organization called Resurrection MMA. The guys behind it have been involved with a lot of the big shows, so I'm expecting a pretty legit card with a lot of big names on it. I think it's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of good people there, a lot of good fighters. I think they're going to put on a good show.
So what do you know about Chad? What is his background? Have you really studied him at all or seen any of his fights previous to this fight being announced?
Yeah, Chad, in my opinion, he's a very legitimate grappler. He's got good submissions off his back and on top, decent wrestling. I think his weak point in his game is the striking. I'm definitely going to try to exploit that. You know, like I said, for the most part, he's a very good grappler. Likes to take the fights to the ground and control people from there.
Now, this is going to be in December, and this year has really been an active year for you as far as number of fights. You're just coming off of 2 victories in a row. Would you like to fight this many times, or is this just kind of an exception because fights are being offered to you?
I don't know. I just been like to stay active lately, and it's just kind of just feeling it out. You know, I'll take a fight, and if I feel like fighting again, I'll do it. If not, then I'm just gonna chill for a while. But as of late, I just keep getting the itch back, and got my good management over here sitting down. You know, they're hooking me up with good fights, you know, left and right. So I'm gonna take them, and I'm just gonna keep rolling and see what happens.
So in 2012, how many fights, looking ahead, how many fights next year do you want to have?
You know, I don't know. It's like I said, I just kind of play it by ear, and I don't ever really decide about another fight until I fight. So I don't ever like to get 2 fights on the books until one's over. So it's all kind of, you know, how the first fight plays out, and you know, I just like to roll with the punches, man. I don't really like to, you know, make any like huge long-term plans as far as fights. But if I keep feeling the itch, I'm just gonna keep fighting and fighting.
So going back to this fight, you said that he's a good grappler. How do you game plan here at Grindhouse for someone that has good grappling skills? Do you bring in someone from another camp, or do you just use the people here?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna use some of the good grapplers we got here: Aaron Darrow, Zach Cummings, Eric Merritt. You know, I'm gonna train with those guys. They got very legit grappling. And I plan on going over to Jason High's new gym, HDMMA, and working on my wrestling there, and you know, just kind of skipping around. But my main place is here at Grindhouse, and I feel like we got a lot of good partners here that can help me get ready for Chad.
So do you like this amount of time preparing for an opponent? Usually when you get big name opponents, I'm thinking about like Toby Amata, you took that on a week's notice. Do you like having this much time, or do you not care? Do you just want to take a fight whenever it's presented?
You know, I'm always in the gym, so it's not bad whenever I take a fight on short notice. The Amata fight was kind of an exception because I had to cut so much weight on, you know, 5 days. I cut 30+ pounds for it. So this is good though. It's a little over a month out. You know, right now I feel like I could. It all depends on the weight cut. You know, if the weight cut's not bad, I feel comfortable taking a fight this weekend. So, I mean, I'm in shape. I've been training every day, you know, consistently. So I'm just ready to get in there and fight, and you know, I take them as they come. So.
Now this fight, is it going to be at 55? Because you've had other fights this year at 65,
yeah,
and then you've also had fights at 55.
Taking the money weight. No, no, this one's at 170. I don't think Reiner can make 55, but you know, I like the matchup. My management likes the matchup at the weight. He's not really a big welterweight.
Right.
You know, he walks around about the same weight I do. So I think it's a good matchup for us. You know, we're not really worried about the weight difference.
Have you ever fought at 170 as a pro?
Yeah, a few times. I'm not sure exactly how many, but earlier in my pro career I fought a little bit more at 170. But this will definitely be my toughest fight at welterweight so far. And
then after this fight, are you wanting to go back down to 155, or is 170 comfortable for you?
170 is comfortable as long as, you know, I'm not fighting somebody that's cutting from 190 or 200 or whatever. I don't mind fighting at 70. The 55 cut's going to take either a lot of money or it's going to take a lot of exposure, one of the two, because it's a rough cut for me. I'm walking anywhere from 80 to 85, so it's a hard cut for me. So I'd rather stick around between 60 and 70. If I can get catch weights, that's cool. But if I got to stay at 70, that's cool too, as long as the matchup's right.
All right. And then before we wrap up the interview, is there anyone you want to shout out as far as sponsors or anything like that?
Yeah, just Poster Boy Clothing, Grindhouse. I want to thank my management. You know, just keep plugging away. They're always behind me, supporting me, and stuff like that. So I appreciate all the help.
All right, and thanks a lot.